Hi, welcome to Infinite Creations, Episode 8. I'm Lakshmi, also known as Knitter by Nature on Ravelry and Instagram. Welcome! It's great to be back podcasting again. I've really missed sharing with all of you what I've been working on. Last week I shared with you mostly socks and mitts. This week I have a couple shawls to throw in the mix and some spinning. Well, let's start with what I showed you last week. Some progress on, sorry about the crinkling, the Green Autumn Mix by Jared Flood. And this is knit out of hedgehog fibers in the Monet colorway. That's what that looks like. It's really pretty. A little bit of progress on these. You can see that I've worked more of the pattern. Has this pattern here where it has little bobbles and it closes up into an hourglass shape. So I finished up one of those hourglass shapes. There's a cable on this side, and then I moved the stitches over a little so that you could see the cable is mirrored on the other side as well. That's the front. This is the back of the mitt. I already started the thumb gusset increases on this side. And that's the slip stitch pattern for the palm. So really love how these are coming out. They do take a lot of concentration, and I just need my Knit Companion app to work on them. I like using the charts on that. You can highlight row to row. It's really easy to follow and set up, so I've been using that app a lot. It is a paid for app. I think I paid maybe $12 for it. It's well worth the money. So those are the Green Autumn mitts. The other mitts I showed you are the right round mitts. More crinkling, sorry. This is knit out of opal and an anniversary color. It's like teal blue. And there's a variation in the color. You can see in this mitt that's complete that there's some darker parts and some lighter parts here. You'll see it goes lighter, darker, and then light again at the cuff. I don't know if you can see that variation. Maybe if I hold it back here, you can see it a little bit more. I'll put this one on. So I have one mitt complete, just like I had last week. It fits really nicely. And then I've gotten to the point of the thumb gusset increases on the second mitt. So still ways to go. I've been working mostly on other projects, but I did work on these a little bit at the beginning of the week. The right round mitts from the book 3 Skeins or Less. Another thing I picked up a little bit but didn't really get much progress was on the Fresh from the Cauldron soft blank socks. So just did a few more rows on this. These are my first socks, doing 2 at a time socks on one circular. And it's pretty easy. The only thing I had to look up was how to cast on to get it started. And this is a beautiful gradient sock blank from Fresh from the Cauldron that I purchased from theloopyu.com. And I plan to do the heels and toes in Knit Pick Stroll in the white color. And I like how these are like not solid color. Like there's a little, you can see a little bit of variation in the color there. What else? What else? The Naughty Gloves. I did work on these. I just about completely gosh, I'm trying to think of the author's name, but I can't remember it. You can find this pattern on Ravelry. I've completely finished the cabling. I just have a little bit of ribbing to do left on the front. The ribbing goes up a little bit more still, but then I'm just about completely done with the cabling part. And I started the stockinette portion of the palm, stopped the ribbing on the palm side, and started the stockinette portion. And did I do anything with the thumb gusset yet? I don't think so. I think I have a little ways to go. Trying to remember. The Orchid Thief Shawl by Isolde Teague. This is in Hedgehog Fibers and the Pheasant colorway. And I started this and I got past this lovely like leafy section. And then I had to rip back a bunch of rows. And after I figured out where I was again, I put in a lifeline. So I won't hopefully have to rip back. Well, I didn't rip back, I unknit, I tinked back so that I could keep the stitches. Otherwise, with a lifeline, I can just take this off the needles and find my stitches and my place on the yarn. I know this starts at the beginning of the pattern repeat, and it's going to continue with these little diamond type motifs for a little ways. I wish I had a finished project pattern photo to show you, but I don't. So that's the Orchid Thief Shawl, and I'm also using the Knit Companion app to work on that. Another shawl is also a Isolde Teague pattern, and it is the Marin Shawl. This is out of Jagger Spun in the Bayberry Heather color. It's like a sport weight. 100% wool. Okay, and this is how this started. It started as a little bitty triangle down there, and I worked my way up. You increase inside these garter stitch sections, and then you follow a pattern for this lace edging that cables over at this point, and you can see that there. That's the wrong side. This is the right side, I think. But they both look nice. So it's going to continue to have these wedge type shapes. I increased here, and then I'm increasing here between these markers. Let's make another stitch section. And this is going along smoothly. I got most of this done yesterday. And there's a while before I have to do another little like cabling part like this. It's an interesting shape, and I'm excited to see how it's going to develop further. The color is something I don't generally gravitate towards, like blues. I'm usually like an orange, pinky, browns type person. So this is a little bit different for me, and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, that's going to be a great shawl. So I have a little bit of spinning. So a while ago I ordered a spindle from Spin City UK, and she used to have an Etsy shop, and now I think it's just spincity.com. And she does these beautiful resin spindles with pressed flowers inside, and this one's got flowers and glitter. And right now I'm spinning some merino that she sent me with a spindle completely free. She sent me like 8 ounces of fiber. I have these two colors left. I also had a purple and a yellow that I'm just like randomly switching colors on this. This is like my favorite spindle right now. It's been so smooth. It's nicely balanced. It's pretty to watch, and I love how my fiber like matches the spindle right now. So that's been a lot of fun. I'm also working on spinning a gradient. Gosh, it's all dirty. From Fiber Optics. Get all the dirt off here. I'll show you. And it's evergreen to cranberry, I think. So it started with this like dark green color to these other greens, and then going to this cranberry color that you can see on my wheel. And this is an Ashford Joy spinning wheel. And I really do like my wheel. She is portable, and that's one great thing about her. I do tend to overplay or overspin my yarns. Sometimes they get a little too tightly twisted. It's a single treadle spinning wheel. I got that while I had a sprained ankle. So it was a good choice back then, but I'm thinking about getting something upgrading, you know, to a nicer wheel sometime soon. So it was great chatting with you, and I hope to see you guys again real soon and share lots more projects with you. If I don't get to talk to you before the holidays, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm sure I'll see you before then. Until then, happy knitting.